Hello, my name is Todd, and welcome to another Demergo Studios game dev Twitch stream. Today we're going to be continuing where we left off last with our town of Mossborough, doing some continuing with some grayboxing and some kind of just laying it out, how the world is going to transition between areas and such like that. Again, this is going to be a little bit more of a design stream. Hopefully we'll get into coding very soon. I'm excited about that part since I'm a coder. I would love to get there as quick as possible. I know I haven't done a stream here in a little while, looks like for almost a week. But it'll be nice to get back in. Last stream was a little boring. I was a little frustrated with only my Mac screen, as it were, running. I didn't have my extra monitors because I was out of my normal office area, but now I'm back with more. My screens are back, and everything is back to normal. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna switch back to a screen so you guys can see kind of what we are working on right now. So where we left off last was we had sectioned off with squares. Well, okay, our last stream was a bit of a bust, in that we went to doing these numbering of the sections, and I had some trouble with Affinity Designer getting it to work. Turns out the key to it was to be grouping them instead of layering them, and that seemed to fix everything. But there are some other just very, very minor things I did while I finished doing the numbering, so you didn't have to watch me, and that was I made the interior connections now red along with the interior areas. The interior areas were already red, but I just made them the connections red so they're easier, as well as I did some cleanup here on the layering, so we got number layers for toggling on and off, interior connections, exterior connections, and then interior sections and exterior sections. And so that's kind of where we're at. I noticed real quick while I'm here that I missed numbering an area up here, so I'm going to do that right now. We came out with about 55 areas, which should be plenty big for what we're doing. This is kind of a big level. So we'll just move it over here, add a 6 to it. And there we got another, so we got 56 areas. I'm not going to put an area there, I'm just going to make it directly connect here to the Nuts house. And so that's that. One thing I do want to do is I want to go ahead and number these interior areas as well. So that way we kind of have it a little more organization. So exterior numbers, lock. Let's go ahead and hide all the exterior stuff. We'll leave the exterior numbers up for right now. Create a new layer. We'll call this interior numbers. And then what we'll do is we will go ahead plus 1. We will duplicate it, actually. Up here, and then go find it in the, should be all the way at the bottom. Move it up here, and then we can go ahead and we can give this a nice little red background to match. Lock that, we're done with it. There we go, we got one. I'm pretty confident that this only acts up when I do live streaming, which probably means I need a better computer. Oh yay, I got my favorite the little draggy box thing. The dotted box. We'll shrink that down a little. Oops. There. We're kind of reset now. Alright, text, we'll do 2. Text down here, we'll do a 3. Alright. We'll take our 3. Make it a 4. It looks like it's not quite centered. I don't know if I actually went back and actually centered these out properly. I changed over to a monospaced font so that my circles stayed the same size and I didn't have to worry about that. And it's kind of ugly and not my favorite, but it kind of stays centered a little better in the circles. Start snapping off. I feel really confident that that when I start streaming, this really starts to have issues, and it is probably just too much for my computer. I may have to find a better solution for this. It seems to be getting a little better now. Alright, now on to our 10s. I don't think I've got, no. I was thinking I'm going to put, I don't have any interiors, so I might put like a hidden interior house down there or something like that later on. I just have these interiors up here left. So what I'll do is I'll go over here. Let's move that in. A little easier to do this than to try to duplicate my circle. My 10 section circle over again. Shrink that down a little bit. Alright, move you over here, move you over here. Oh, you know what? I forgot to. Turn my fan speed up. That'll help. Alright, we're almost done with this numbering. Oh, I got my favorite squiggly lines. That is the only annoying bug. It was like the most annoying bug I have with Affinity Designer. Is that random squiggly lines that show up. And the only way I found to get rid of them is to, I'm sure there's a shortcut key I could use. Alrighty. Let's get these positioned a little better. Alrighty, and let's edit them. 13, give you a 14, give you a 15. There we go. We got our numbering, our interior numbering is done. Alright. Oops. So now what I want to do next, our next thing, now that numbering is done, which was really just more for our own sanity, is to actually break this down and start going into some depth on these numbers. We're going to start with the exterior stuff first, and then we're going to move into the interior stuff pretty soon, once that is done. So here's, you know, just for a quick full effect, here's our full town with all of its beautiful drawings on it. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it does since we built it. It does to us. So let's move on to some interior. Let's save, and then we'll move on to some detailed stuff. So we're going to create for ourselves another layer, bring it all the way up top. We're just going to call this macro design. Maybe this is a good idea, maybe this is an absolute terrible idea, but we'll find out. Move them all under that. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save it here. And I'm just going to create a new one. A new document. Alright, yes. It doesn't really matter. Points, pixels, points, doesn't matter. We'll do pixels for my own sanity. I think everything looks good. Yeah. Okie dokie. What I actually want to do is create an artboard. Now this may crash everything, so I actually had some artboards doing some crashing, so here we go, perfect. Look at that. You got it. This will be area 1. So we'll just put it as 1. We're going to create, well, yeah, we're going to say this is external. Save it as external detail layout. Alrighty. Alright, let's get into some fun stuff now. Interior stuff is, and we're going to leave it visible. Yeah, that works. That works for now. So this is what we're going to work on, number 1 right here. So we've got this house, the house that juts out with the entrance to the house here, as well as a little entrance over, and oh, looks like it includes the road too. Okay. So that's what we're going to try for right now. Just gonna be basic boxes and stuff like that, nothing too fancy. So we'll do the house as a, oh yay. We'll do the house, or okay, so the houses are gonna be holes in the ground. That's what we determined earlier. So we'll do a circle for that. So maybe this will be the house, the hole for the house will be right around here. We're gonna do, we've got the path down here. According to this, I make the path flow through, so yeah, that'll work fine. So the path is gonna flow through maybe somewhere around here. We're gonna do this dark brown, or more of a brown, and then this will be the path. It'll be more of a light brown for our path here coming through. We're actually going to throw in another layer. We're going to call it ground. This will be house. This will be path. Ground itself is actually I did it as a layer. I wanted to do it as a box because I want it to be a full box like that. But this will work. Ground. We can grab these and move them up. Just delete. I want to delete the layer. Ground is going to be a little bit more green. This will send to layer to the back. Oh, back here. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I want. Perfect. Look at this. So what I wanted to do is I was going to do like a little fence maybe around here. So a little gated